Hi guys, welcome back to the Crafty Author. My name is Anissa and today I'm going to show you how to make a felt board. My daughter has been requesting that I make a felt board for a really long time for my grandson, so we're finally going to get to it. I am very sick. I have a horrible cold. Anyway, what I wanted to show you is what you're going to need is you're going to need some of this like foam board that you can pick up at the Dollar Tree. I got this one for $1. I've used it in other projects, which is going to be fine because this is going to be really well, or work really well. I picked up a 1 yard cut of fabric from Walmart on clearance for $3. My Walmart had a bunch of this laid out yesterday. And so I just went ahead and picked one of these up. You're going to need a glue gun with some glue sticks. And I'm also going to put a layer of batting on top of this. You don't have to do that. That's optional. But since I have it, I'm going to do that. You're also going to need some scissors for cutting. You're going to need some felt. And you got these 2 packs of felt with different colors at Walmart so that we can cut out shapes and things like that. Now I'm going to be using my Cricut to cut some things out, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I'm going to show you how I use my Cricut Maker with felt. It can also be used with fabric to make quilts and whatnot. So this will be the first tutorial that I'm going to do, showing how to use it with felt. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and glue the batting onto my foam board. So okay, so I've glued down all the sides with the batting, and now it's nice and pretty on this side. Now you could just leave it with the batting if you wanted to, because felt will stick to this. And I also wanted to mention that you could also use a cardboard box if you wanted to, like the top of a cardboard box, if that's what you wanted to use instead. You don't have to spend a lot of money and get fancy with this. Going to cut open the felt and see what we've got here. Right. All right. So it looks like I'm going to have plenty of leftover with this when I'm done. So I can probably make more than one of these if I want to. If I don't knock everything off the table first. All right, as you can see, I have plenty of felt left over. So 1 yard will do, I think, almost 3 of these, depending on the size that you're using. So that's a pretty good deal for $3. So now I'm just going to glue down all the sides, and maybe, I don't know, should I trim? Careful with the glue, it's hot. You could probably use fabric glue with this too if you wanted. You can just use whatever you kind of have laying around, I think. And like I said, the batting portion of this is optional. I just have so much scrap batting laying around that I thought it would help to make it just a little softer. I think I need a new glue gun. So I have gone ahead and I finished our backing, and just to kind of clean it up a bit, I'm going to cover it with some poster board. Now I'm just going to use some black poster board that I have here in the craft room, and I'm just going to glue this all the way around underneath, and then I'll show you the finished product. I've gone ahead and put the black backing on the board. So this is what the back side looks like. Like this, and this is what our felt board looks like on the front. So now we're going to be ready to start cutting out the shapes, and we'll be able to put them on here and we'll be good to go. Hi guys. Okay, I'm back and I'm feeling much better today. So anyway, I want to show you so far what I've made for our felt board, and then I'm going to show you how you can use a Cricut machine to cut the felt shapes and whatever you want to use on your felt board. So the machine has been awesome. I'm really excited that I'm using it for this purpose instead of having to cut everything out with my hands. So far what I have gone and done was cut out this Elmo because my grandson is obsessed with Elmo. So you can see, you can take the little pieces off, and I dropped one of them. But Elmo here came in layers. So this will be really good for him to be able to stack him up on the different, you know, stack the red on top of the black body here. Anyway, I'm going to show you how to create what you would like to cut out in Design Space through Cricut, and I'm going to show you how we cut it out. All right, so I am working on a Mac, and all I did was, how I got here was I just went into Safari, and I'm just going to click on the Cricut Design Space app. Okay, you can see I've already saved several projects, so I'm going to make a cupcake, and then I'm going to do the shapes and the numbers, and then I'll create the ABCs. But just for time's sake, I'm going to show you how to create this one. I hope this is focusing in. So what I'm going to do is show you how to create this. 15 million notifications. So what you're going to do is you're going to click New Project up at the top here. And it's going to give you the grids and everything. Just making sure you can see here. The grids. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cruise on over here to the left side of the screen right there. And I'm going to select Shapes. And it's going to give me different shapes. So the first one that I'm going to start with is square. And I'm going to want to make this square fairly large just because it's for a little kid. And I made the Elmo probably too small. So I'm going to make the square 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches. And then I'm going to do a triangle. And I'm just sizing it here. Okay, so that's going to be too big because My felt is only 8.5 by 11. Of course, it probably won't matter. I don't know what I did there. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. And then the next shape that I'm going to want is going to be a circle. So I'll just come in here and make that circle. And we'll do a star. And I'm not going to really have room to make any, to put the heart on here, so I'll have to do that at a different time. Okay, so these are the 4 that we're going to do. Now, we want to change these colors because we want the Cricut to cut out different colors. So all you do is you come over and you find which one you want to cut. So I'm going to click right here. Can you see? I hope you can see it right here. Right there. And if you look up at the top here, you'll see that the color is grayed out. So I want to click on that gray box, and I want to make my square blue. See? So it changed that color to blue. Then I want my triangle to be orange. So again, I click on the triangle over here, click on the square, and I color it orange. It's really easy. Then I come over here to the circle, click on it, click up top. We're going to make this green. And then the star is going to be yellow. So I would have made the heart red, of course, but so our star will be yellow. And now we're ready to make this. So if you wanted to, you would come up here and you would click save, and you would name your project, whatever it was. I'm not going to do that because we're just going to print straight from here, and I already have this portion saved. So we're going to switch gears now. And I'm going to go ahead and turn on my Cricut machine. And I do have, I want to show you this. So this is the Cricut Maker. This will cut wood. This cuts fabric, felt, anything. So this is the Cricut Maker that cuts everything. Vinyl, paper. So if you like to make cards, you can cut your cards here. And Cricut Design Space has all kinds of projects in it that you can use. If you're an Access member, which costs, I think, $9.99 a month, you have access to thousands of images and design projects. I think it's like over 60,000 of them. So it's a pretty cool thing, and I love it, and I love my Cricut. I don't get to use it enough, to be honest. But here is the rotary blade that I'm going. We're going to find out. All right, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my computer here. And I'm going to come up to the top, and I'm going to click this little green button that says Make It. Okay, so the first one that we're going to use is orange. It's going to be the orange triangle. And now I have to connect my machine. So it's syncing with the Cricut right now. Okay, so here we are. All right, so now I need to choose what material I'm going to be cutting. So the system already knows settings. So I'm going to be cutting felt. And I'm just going to go ahead and click yes. And I'm going to use felt craft bonded. And then I'm going to click done. So it's telling me what I need to have. I need to go in here. I'm going to change this to more because I feel like it needs more pressure. You can leave it at default and see how it's going to cut for you, but for me, I need it to do that. And then I'm going to edit my my tools, and I'm going to use the rotary blade. So that's what I'm going to select so the machine knows. And now it is telling me that it is time. You can see the blinking arrow, that it's time for me to load my mat. So I'm using the pink fabric mat, and Cricut's recommendation is not to be concerned or worried with the junk on your mats for this, for the pink mat. So I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'll clean it later. I'm going to take some orange felt, and I am going to just lay it. I can do this because I need a bigger workspace. I can't believe it. I have all this room down here and I still need a bigger workspace. And I'm just going to put my felt on here and just kind of rub it down and give it a good flattening with my hands. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to insert into the Cricut Maker, and I'm going to start it. And now it's telling me that it's time to press the button so that it can cut. So the little Cricut button will tell you that. All right, that cut is done. So you see how fast that went, right? All right. Elmo took a little longer to cut out. We have a perfect, I'll pull it off. Perfect triangle. Okay, and so that is it for our DIY felt board. As you can see, now I got stuff falling off because I didn't stick it on there very well. But you can see I've got the little Elmos on there, and then I have the shapes that we just cut out. And that's how you make one of these. And I did go ahead and put the backing on. If you'll remember, I just did poster board just to keep it cleaned up on the back side. That's optional. You don't have to do it. I will probably make a little pouch for these little items for the alphabet, the numbers, the shapes, the Elmo and whatnot, and Velcro it onto the back of this board just so my grandson has it all in one place and he can just pull them off and then play with it. So that's it. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to comment below if you have any questions or comments. And thank you for joining me today on The Crafty Author. If you're interested in following me on social media, all the links are listed down below in the description box. And keep on crafting. I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.